my shack such as it is. I've got too many things laying around here on the bench, and what we're going to do today is I'm going to bring in a new radio. So I've got way too much stuff sitting around here. Oh, I know what that's for. I was looking for that the other day. So hopefully that won't fall over. Anyway, I'm getting ready to put another radio in here. I'm going to take this radio out. This, hopefully you can see it, maybe not. It's a little bit far away. But yeah, I'm getting to, so let's move this a little bit more this direction. So I'm going to take this radio out. This one is the Anan 7000 DLE. I'm going to take it out and I'm going to replace it with my brand new Anan G2. I'm probably not going to go through the software today. I'll probably do that in another video. This is more about me trying to get it up, and that the software I believe on this computer here will be the one that I use. Right now, back here, it's kind of hard to see. I have a computer that's already connected to this one, and I'm going to go ahead and use it. But I've got a new computer that I brought in that's faster. That's a Core i7. This is a Core i9. I'm going to swap out the Core i7 for the Core i9 later. And if you see this little radio here, although it's kind of difficult to see, this is a square SDR. That's cute. That fell out, but that's okay. This is a square SDR, which is basically a Hermes light, and the Hermes light is connected to this. This is the RS918. Anyway, what you can see here is I've got too many radios that are sitting here. The Hermes light actually is, well, it is connected. So it does have an antenna, or at least it's connected to a port. I've got to get better organized. I'm just way too unorganized, because when I come out here, I spend too much time using the radios than organizing them. And so I haven't really spent a lot of time doing that. This right here, this is for the Anan computers to SPE amplifier. This is an SPE 2KFA, and this is my vulnerable FTM 400. I found this one time at Fry's, this stand. I've never seen another one like it. I'm sure there are some out there if I looked hard enough, but this perfectly holds this little head so that I can see and work the radio, and then the radio itself is back over there. So one thing I'm going to have to do is move this, and I'm just going to move it over here to the side. And I don't know, we'll take a brief look over here further on down the shack here. Here's the Arco controller for the hex beam. This is the FT710, or sorry, 101D. What am I talking about? I don't have a 710. This is a 101D, and there's the Mercury 3 amplifier. When I come out here, 90% of the time, I'm going to sit down here. At night, I spend a good deal of time, and I will, it's hard for me to look at this and see what I'm really showing you. Hopefully, you know, that's probably a little bit too much, but down there at the end, that is a 7300 on top of that is a manual tuner, a 1500 watt tuner. And back behind there is, that's my Macintosh, and it's running the SDR for ICOM. I've got that tuner connected to a 160 meter delta loop out in the yard that I've shown on other videos. And that one actually, I spend my evenings after it gets dark enough, I'll go out and start working on or running this, and I can run it from the house and just do FT8 on 160 meters, which I don't know, I find that fun. It's something I do. Now let's go back over here and let's get started with moving things around for a bit to try to free up the radio. Oops, I forget that this is just a little stand thing, so it's a little bit clumsy to use sometimes. And I've got a lot of wires and stuff because originally I had a lot of equipment that was over in that corner, and I had shelving over there and I couldn't get by, but now I can get by and get back there, and I'll eventually get back there and start messing with these wires, a lot of which is Ethernet. And okay, there's the speaker. So here's the antenna on the Anan, and by the way, just to let you know, the Anan on here, it does not go to, and well, I'll talk about that in a second. The Anan does not go back to the that's the PTT. The Anan does not go back to, the Anan goes into this 7000. The 990, TS 990 does not, it's a 200 watt radio, and I don't feel the need at this point to run it through an amplifier. It's got plenty of amplification. I mean, it's noticeable over 100 watt radio for me when I'm using it. So that's all we need to do with this. I'm going to show this because I think this is one of the more interesting things on the Anan. There's lots of connectivity on it. Got ground. Here's our power input. And by the way, these things are reversed. So if you ever get an Anan, be very careful when you hook it up. Pay attention to where the black and the red are. A lot of guys will open these things up and go in and flip these. I don't bother. I just flip the cables when I make them. Then you've got the transverter port, 10 megahertz reference clock. There's various PTT in and out, RF in and out, and can't remember. Oh, Digi in and out. Is that what that says? Yeah, Digi in and 1 and 2, and these are R line in and R line out. And here's your QC or OC outputs, which are for the amplifier. And then there's a left speaker and a right speaker. These are balanced lines, and if I'm not mistaken, this is how you can hook a balanced. You can switch these from line or speaker to mic and use these as a balanced line. That's what I'm understanding. I don't use balanced line on there. And then there's a external fan connector on it. Some of these have them and some of them don't. This one does happen to have it. And I'm going to set this over here, and we'll go and get the other radio, and I will put it in this chair, I think. maybe I'll put it on the floor, and I'm going to quote, do the unboxing, which that's not what I came out here to do. It's just, or what I'm doing, but it's just something I decided I would do. I mean, I haven't taken this thing out of the box yet, so it is necessary. Oops, and I just noticed that the feet have dried off the bottom of that Anan. So, anyway, so let's see here. I am going to, let me see, I think, no, I'm messing with this, trying to get it to bend over. I know there's a way. I think that's right. And we will turn it, what? Like that? No. We will turn it like this. And then I believe I can get it to. Yeah, let's try to tighten it up. Sorry, this is tripod work, which I don't really need to do. Yeah. I believe you can see this because as far as I'm concerned, we only get one shot at this. Anyway, here is the box for the G2, and we have the requisite padding, which they do a really good job of padding this thing. And this is the radio. Maybe that it's better to go ahead and pull this piece of foam out here. That's much easier. I'm hoping. Yeah, it looks like this is getting recorded. Okay. Now then, let's set the radio here. This is the accessories wheel, or an accessory box. We'll open that up. Come on. There we go. Okay, that's what it is. And so in this box we have a power cord they supplied, and I believe that is an Ethernet, something for connecting to the Ethernet. I'll check that in a minute, because I don't think that I need to do that. Let's go a little bit over this direction. You can see the radio while I close up the knife. And anyway, so I'll get around to the accessories in a minute. This is the G2. The G2 is in a bigger cabinet than the 7000. It's a thicker box, and I mean, I can include the spec differences between the 7000 and the G2, and the big thing about this is that if you have a 7000, it's probably not worth spending the money for the upgrade. This is me, just because I wanted to do it. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Hopefully I can cut that out of there, because this is what I want to do We're going back up like this and back over there so you can see where things are. And here is an Anan, just to take a look at the back of the radio. You have your Wi-Fi port, 10 megahertz, transverter. Yeah, transverter port, I was going to say, is that A and B, but it's not. Right speaker, left speaker, PTT, line in, digi in. So here's those same ports, but they've changed the way that they've done those. Here's your antenna ports, receive bypass port. I'm not going to go into that, but here's your RX2 port. I think that's right. Yeah, RX2. And transverter in, and EXT1, which I believe is an awful lot like the other. You actually have on this one, you have 2 HDMI ports, not just one. LAN port in and USB. Basically keyboard and mouse, which I don't think on this one that it's necessary, because this one I don't like to put on the Anans. I don't put screens on them. So let's go ahead and set this down over here. Oh, and yes, I have a Kenwood mic down there. It's sitting down there. Now let me, take these 2 things. I'm not sure. Those haven't even ever been stuck on anything. I'm not sure why they're underneath the radio, but we'll put them over here with the 3D printer. Okay, so there's the G2. Now, I'm going to go plug it in, because rather than use the port, or the one that I built for the that other radio. Oh well, no, sorry. I'm not going to use. Interesting that has that, but it also has. Let me see. Yeah, that wasn't even in the camera. So, man, am I not getting the camera that pointed it? Yeah, I'm afraid I just set that down without actually showing you. I wish this had a wider angle, but I can't get this any further back than that. So this has like soldered ends of it, and then it also has USB-C. Oh, I know why. Yes, that's true. So I'm going to have to put power poles on the end, because they've got power poles that are in the back of the radio, but and then here's the power connect, or power protection, and then here's your Wi-Fi antenna for going on the back of the radio. I'll put a Wi-Fi antenna on it. The thing has a Raspberry Pi in it. It's not a like Pi 5 or whatever. It's a CM board, or one of their compute modules. And so they also give you an extra fuse, which I have tons of. This is a 25 amp fuse, just FYI. So I am not sure I'm going to use this, because I need to double check the power and ground on it. And the reason for that is that this power and ground is well, I mean, I've got tons of these cables already made up, and I don't know. The other thing is there's already a fuse on the power on the PDU. So it's a PDU just like this thing. So it's already got a fuse in there. This one is powering those power. It's actually powering this Paradan unit from Heil, so it doesn't. That's the only thing that's powered off of this. That's going down to a battery down there, which is connected to that solar back there. But let me double check this and make sure I even want to use that. And I wonder too, where am I getting the power for that? Anyway, let's go look, because it may be that I'm pulling it out of this Epic Power Gate. I can't remember. I just hit something. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Let's move this over here. And hopefully y'all can see me when, well, you can see me when I get back here, but me getting back here is not, that's one of the things about doing your own shack, is having the ability to basically come back here and easily get back here. So yeah, the Wi-Fi antenna screws in here. Okay. There's the Wi-Fi antenna on the back of the G2. Now let me check this power cable. Yeah, the power ground on this thing is still reversed like it was before. So I'm going to, before actually this is one that they made because it also has the fuse on it. So this is basically their same power cord. I hope y'all can see that. This is their same power cord with the fuse on it. So there shouldn't be any issue with me plugging this in like that. And it's going back to here. And then we will plug the antenna into antenna 1, which is going into the power amplifier. And I will check that, because I do not see a on-off switch. Oh, on the back of it. Oh yeah, that's right, Ethernet. I need to put the plug the Ethernet in also. So let me see, where is the Ethernet cable? The thing about this particular, that's not it. That can't be it. Oh, it's not this one. Well, that's cute. I wonder what happened to the Ethernet cable. Well, I'll go watch the video and see what I did with the Ethernet cable. It does have a power button here. It's not a good idea to turn it on while it's not got its Ethernet cable. So let me come back here, because that one cannot be it, I don't believe, because it does not look like the right Ethernet cable. No, it's this one. Unless that one is going. Where did that? Maybe it's very possible I plugged that. Is it this one? Let me go look. Because generally with an Anan radio, the way you want to do it is, and I think that this is coming here to this. And then this light blue one is going off to Never Never Land. Okay, that does not make sense to me. Because what that says is that is driving. Anyway. Normally what you want to do with an Anan is you want to you want to do a fixed IP. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug him in to the, let me check and see where this is going. Yeah, it's going over, up and over. So let me check. This is the worst Ethernet cable there is. But yeah, and there's that. It's coming up over here. So it should be plugged into that 16 port switch over there, which is what I'm going to do for now, because I believe when you set these up, what you want to do is you want to set them up with a fixed IP, and then you plug your fixed IP into your radio or into your computer so that it's a direct connect. And so that's what I will do. And then the last thing I'm going to do here on this video is turn this on, and that's it. And hopefully we don't see the magic smoke come out of it. And okay, and so for now, that's all we're going to do. That's 27 minutes of video here. So we're going to stop it here, and I'm going to work on the rest of it, because the rest of it is basically software. So anyway, 73, this is Don, N5SKT.